Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Patrick.
There's Bobby coming out of the great state of Texas. How's everybody doing today?
You sound kind of bland now. What's up with that?
Oh man, it's only a case of beer.
A case of beer, that's it. So, yeah.
Well, I've only
Shit,
had.
you normally have more.
Well, I've been drinking since 1 o'clock. What about you? You been working?
Yeah, I've been working.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've just been working.
Well, I hope
Trying
you
to,
were thinking about me while you were doing your hard labor. Me sitting back with my feet propped up, drinking a case of beer.
no, no, well, actually, no. I mean, I would like some beer, but I normally just take shots of stuff and,
Patrick's a
that's
little
it,
guy.
you know.
One of these 16-ounce can of beers him down.
Yeah, it does.
So,
No, it don't. Bullshit.
what
No,
do
it
we
don't.
got today, Patrick?
All right, we're going to talk about anything,
Everything.
everything, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever you may want to talk about. We
You
can
want to
do
talk
that.
jokes? You want to talk you uh, politics? We politics has kind of gone by here the past week. I know everybody's getting tired of it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
everybody.
let's just try to open up and see what everybody's got to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see see what people think about all the, you know, all the shit that's going on, and because it's awfully quiet. It's awfully quiet with what's going on and all
Yeah,
that. I mean, I'm not blaming the Democrats. I want to
the
be fair.
Democrats are in a reeling. They're reeling backwards, and now they're backbiting. So I mean, most of them are just quiet. They're fighting amongst each other. So you got the hardcore radicals online just still fighting and telling lies about Trump and how he's going to kill everybody. He's going to put everybody in prison and he's going to import and deport everybody. So those are just hardcore radicals. You got to get past the guy. They're not going to tell you no truth, but all lies. So
Right, right. Well, it's really. I saw a post earlier today that on Facebook. Of course, our
camera
thing
went off.
camera went off. We're still here, by the way, just to let y'all know. So hold on, let me see if I can find it back. Oops, oops. Yep,
Just
there
give
it
it a
is.
little lick.
All right. So um, there's been a few things that you know that were said and everything that what MAGA people do, with their kids and shit like that, and totally untrue. I responded to a friend. Uh, they haven't responded yet about how I raised my children. I'm not claiming that I'm MAGA, but I'm claiming I'm a Republican. There's some things that I agree with Republicans with, and some things that I don't agree with.
Right?
Some of it is with Governor Abbott with Texas and the abortion law, but whatever. And I explained that on election night what I thought uh, what should be exempt from the total abortion ban in Texas. So if you want to know that, you can look on my Facebook page, or you can go back and listen to the podcast that we had on Tuesday night on election night. So anyway, the post that I saw was that Republicans they teach your kids how to hate. They teach your kids to criticize dead people, to you know to disrespect people. And there's one thing that I want to say is what I want to say is that I taught my kids how, and I've been a Republican, you know, I want to say ever since I was born, all 57 years.
It's a
But
conservative
yeah,
type of
conservative.
lifestyle.
So the thing is that I've taught my children how to respect other people, how not to call names to other people,
Being respectful.
be respectful, be better than that. And other things is that, God, I wish I could read it. I could go back into it and I could read it, all that. But I worked with this guy, and when I was there in Tampa. And I mean, the thing is that I mean, I'm respectful to him, and he's respectful to me. We always, we always kid around, we always joked around, and all that. But that kind of hit, um, that kind of hit a soft spot with me because of the fact that the way that I raise my kids. Look where my son is now. Look where my daughter is. My son, my son is about to be, is about to ask. Yeah, just in case she's listening, I don't want to do that. But anyway, is about to do something that I'm very proud of, and and all that, and treats her well. Anyway, my daughter's the same way, and I am blessed to have two good kids that I raised or had 50% raised, and all that, and they're respectful kids, and I expect them to be respectful towards others, even at their, in their 30s, 32 and 30. And I expect them to be respectful to everyone, and everything. And another thing that I've taught my kids, it's okay to fail. One of the other friends, that I used to be on the podcast with, he said, it's okay to fail and to get back up and do it again, you know, and keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. And that's what my son did with the profession that he's in. He failed, he got right back up. He got he kept talking to me, talking, getting my advice and everything like that. Sometimes I have good advice, sometimes I have shitty advice, and sometimes I just say, you know what, fuck it, kid. You know, just do what you need to do you, and screw everybody else because nobody's out there for you or nobody's out cheering you on or anything like that. Go Jimmy, go Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? So that that post kind of hit uh, kind of hard, and I just wanted to explain. You know, we're not all like that. We're all conservatives are not like that. We're not, and I feel like that Democrats they they come up with some of these cockamamie bullshit, stupid things about you know uh,
Their way of
just
lifestyle is going to be nothing like our way of lifestyle. That's what the war is going on. It's a tug left and right. This is a left and right tug, and it's about lifestyles. Their lifestyle is nothing like our lifestyle.
you're right. And so if there's anyone out there that would like to chime in on that one or on that, hey, just talk and we'll talk back. We'll interact with you and you know, we'll give you our opinion and everything. And that's all it is. It's just our opinion. My opinion is my opinion. Bobby's
Pretty
opinion is
much.
Bobby's opinion.
You only
And
got one
same
opinion.
thing with Les, which he isn't here tonight. He's not feeling very well.
He had anal explosions, I think.
Yeah, he ate too many tacos.
Too many tacos.
Yeah, he ate 14 tacos and, it just blew the toilet up.
If you're not here, you can't defend yourself.
Yeah, that's right. So if Les is listening, which I hope he is, he better be, uh,
Lay off the
then
tacos.
lay off the tacos and the quack. All right. So, and then you start, you eat quack, it'll come out just like the way it did.
Baby diaper.
Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah. Baby shit. So, anyway, and, you know, I'm going to see Bobby. Bobby might have something to add to what I just talked about. So if you go ahead if you want to add
No,
anything to that.
I'm pretty much like I'm pretty much like this old boy here next to me. I raise my kids. Be honest. Be yourself. Do the right thing. Don't depend on nobody to help you. I always raised them very independent. I pushed them at a young age to be very independent. So when they got older and adults, they don't looking for they're not the snowflake type looking for everybody to push them. It ain't a village. This is all about you and how much you want what in life you want. You're gonna have to fight for every little inch of it. So yeah, I raised them conservative and very independent. So when they got to be adults, they didn't. need, they pretty much knew that they're on the fight for their life is on their shoulders, and so far they're doing good.
Yeah, I just, you know, um, I don't know. People are going to do whatever they want, and everything. People,
The
I,
sad thing about life is there's so many people out there. They see you successful, and they just put a lot of effort into trying to trip you up. Uh, they don't like you, or they don't like your opinions or your way of life. They call into your business and file complaints about you, trying to get you fired. That's the Democrat
right,
way.
right.
They're very evil, sadistic type people, and those people will have karma bite them in the ass.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And you know, I don't
It's a
know.
sad thing to see this world has come to this, but this is the way the world is today.
Yeah. Also, as some of y'all probably know and seen on the news or read the news or don't know what's going on in the news. I mean, it's only been 2 or 3 days since Trump's been reelected, and you know, Putin and Zelensky wants to come to a peace agreement. With the Russian Ukraine war, the Hamas wants to come to a peace agreement, and China you know, uh, wants to rekindle our relationship with them.
That
Uh,
shows you how weak our leadership in this country was because practically everybody in the world was running over them, and they wasn't afraid of us.
yeah, and we had other people from other countries say, y'all need Donald Trump, y'all need Trump, y'all need Trump. Yeah, yeah, we needed Trump, but in my opinion only, I don't know about Bobby's or Les's or anyone else's that's listening out there. If Kamala Harris would have got elected, we would have been done.
I would personally, I was looking for a civil war. I mean, not long after she got into office, maybe a month or two, I was looking for civil war.
Yeah,
I mean, people were gearing up for civil war if she got in office.
but
That's
it's
how bad
also
it is here.
but it's also right now. It's also really, 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 really quiet, and that's
And
something.
that quietness really that kind of makes you a little nervous because when it's quiet, that means somebody's drumming up nasty
Right,
plans.
right.
There's like some bad thing going on in the corner because Democrats ain't quiet, and you notice they haven't been burning their cities down. So like, what's going on? Because this is not natural for a Democrat.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like when you were a kid and you're picking on the bully, you know. And the thing is that the bully's quiet. Bully doesn't fight back or anything like that. It and then all of a sudden, bam, you know. So it's
Does anybody else out there feel the same way?
yeah. Y'all come up with y'all tell us what y'all think and
Tell us.
everything. If you want to come on and talk to us, hey, all you got to do is just let me know. I'll send you a link, and we can sit and talk and everything. We might have a little echo or whatever while we hear your voice and we talk back, but it doesn't matter. It's just a podcast,
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
So what
yeah.
I'm going to do is I'll get a link and I'll put it in the comments, and then y'all can, hop on a link. We'll put you in the green room, and then we'll bring you in if you want to
Yeah.
come in and talk and everything. And another thing, uh, what what's going on is this thing called the B4 movement.
Does
Stupid.
everybody know what B4 is, right?
Does anybody know what B4 is? I mean, don't be afraid. Y'all can come out and say yes, no, whatever.
I think in China they call them leftovers.
Right. No, they don't call them leftovers. What are they calling
Yeah,
leftovers for?
you're talking before the women ain't getting married and all that, right?
Right.
Yeah, they call them in China. They
Hello,
call them
Melissa.
leftovers.
Do what?
They call them leftovers.
Oh.
They got left over.
Well, the short, the B4 movement is about to swear off men. It's called the B4 movement because it comes from South Korea. Because in Korea, the four tenets and each, each begin with "I," which means, according to a paper published by two South Korean researchers at the Yonsei University Institute of Humanities. The movement, uh, specifically, Pacifically, I can't say that word. I just say Pacifically.
specifically.
I don't care. I'll say just Pacifically. Pacific, specifically calls for the refusal of dating men, sexual relationships with men, heterosexual marriage, and childbirth in response to South Korean women see as a masochistic culture. The movement is also known as for Nas. So obviously, what I've been seeing on all of social media is that that's what the women in the states are doing now.
Well, I've been studying. I've been
Whatever.
watching a lot over in China. I haven't got into the other Asian countries, but actually, I've been watching a lot of the Chinese. A lot of women swear off men. They don't want to have nothing to do with families. They go for their careers. They get up into their late 30s, 40s. They've made a lot of money, and all of a sudden they're having how you say it. They're missing that marriage, family, children. They're missing.
Right.
They're having how do you say that? They're uh, doubting their choices, and they realize that nobody wants to marry them because people in China don't want to marry anybody that age, and they're having serious breakdowns. They have lots of money and stuff, and they're having serious breakdowns because nobody wants them, and they've got these great careers. They got lots of money, and but they got no husband, they got no children, they got nothing, and they're finally realizing that they're going into old age, and they're going to go into old age alone, and they're going to end up. They have this fear of dying alone. So that's what I've been watching in China.
Yeah.
Probably it's probably something similar in the rest of the Asian countries and swearing off men and doing all this stuff. When you're young, you're having fun doing all that crap, but when you get up older and you suddenly realize that you're going into old age by yourself, people freak out.
Right.
So, and
So that's
they have big parks up in like Beijing and places where they actually go down there and they'll put their paperwork with their age and all this stuff, and they try to have marriage markets down there in them parks.
right. Right. And so another thing that's going on in politics, and you know, we all know that Biden. Sorry, we all know that Biden could be suffering, of course, from dementia, from
He's well into that.
yeah, well, suffering dementia, going into Alzheimer's and all that. And the one thing, my advice, or not my advice, one thing that you don't do with dementia patients, and as most of you know, my father, my father had dementia, progressively going into Alzheimer's, and one thing you don't do is you don't sit there, you don't argue with them. You can't argue with them because
They don't know no better.
yeah, they don't know.
I've got a lot of experience dealing with dementia.
Right. They don't know better or anything like that. So this dumbass, and I will call her a dumbass. I will call her a piece of shit. And my thing is that even from the BBC, from of course from across the pond, uh, Pelosi blames Biden for election loss as you know finger pointing intensifies. Pelosi needs to go away. I'm not saying I'm not.
I would love to see her in jail,
Yeah, I would.
especially for
I would
her
too.
debacle in her planning in the January 6th riots. That was
So
her
yeah,
all
me too. I would like to see her to go to jail. That's what I mean by go
go
away.
away.
And of course, you don't wish any any harm to any human being or anything like that. But when Pelosi is and Schiff is coming down on Biden because they lost the primary or lost the election. It's not their fucking fault. It's Kamala, and
Her
it's
ignorance,
and yeah, her ignorance.
bad economy. Economy will win or lose you an election, and we all know this country is in a very bad state.
Right, right. So if anybody has any comments at all, come on, let's
I
talk.
will say
Let's
that
talk about this.
Nancy Pelosi, a lot of them people sitting in a hard, dark prison right now is because of Nancy Pelosi. So I think she deserves to sit in that same prison for what she done to those
Right,
people. There is people in that prison who are old women, old men. They have no business being there, but just because they were in the general area, they got wrapped up and thrown in a jail
right.
because of Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah,
She deserves to be sitting in that same prison for what she's done to these innocent people.
right, right. So Melissa, if you're still here, hey, give us an opinion. Dana, if you're still here, give us an opinion. What you think, um, or anyone else that's still here, just let us know. Just tell us, or ask us questions, or give your opinion, and everything, and all that. So anyway, former U.S. House Representative, of course, we all know Pelosi, I said that the Democrats might have fared better in Tuesday's elections if President Biden had exited the race sooner. Bullshit.
No,
It's not true. The economy was shit. Everything cost us so much, and it's hard for the middle class, lower class to um, to uh, to survive the high rent, the high mortgage rates, the high
groceries.
just just the high everything.
And I tell you what, it was really interesting is the way the Democrats treated Biden by kicking him. I love the way he gave them the middle finger by telling all the American people how we're garbage. That really struck a hard chord with
Well,
people.
yeah, it did. It did. It did. But also, I thought that with in Madison Square Garden when Trump had that rally, I thought Todd, what's his last name? I can't remember, but Todd, he's from Austin. That when he talked about Puerto Rico, I thought that it was going to make a big difference uh, in uh, in the election, but I guess it didn't, and that's good. They said that Pelosi, one of the most powerful politicians in Washington, what the fuck ever,
She is
um,
shit.
she told the New York Times that had the president gotten out sooner, there may have been other candidates in the race. Well,
We'd have just got to
you
see
could have put
more of
more
that.
candidates in the freaking race instead of instead of Harris.
They could have went and actually done the legal thing and went to an election and let the Democrats choose somebody they wanted and
Right.
not just installed Harris.
Right, right. And then Pelosi is widely reported to have led the Democratic push to oust Biden, who ended up leaving the race at the end of July. Well, of course, we all know, after weeks of pressure following the poor debate performance against Trump. As Biden ended his campaign, he quickly endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to take his place. She suffered a bruising defeat, of course, against elect Trump on Tuesday.
Hmm.
Now,
But to tell you the truth, I don't think it mattered who they put in there because the people were voting for the economy. The economy pretty much going to tell you who's going to win, and the Democrats have really been dragging us through the mud. I don't care. I don't. It'd have to be somebody super to even pull to have a chance for the Democrats to pull us out of that because you watch the news and you watch all these people crying every day across the country. I can't afford my groceries. I'm living in my car. You know what? That has a major effect on people going to vote.
right. And another thing is that how do you spend $1 billion and not win?
And that's
Go
right.
ahead. You
That's a
talk about
lot.
that. How do you spend $1 billion and not win?
I mean, First of all, where did that $1 billion go? Huh? Did they really spend $1 billion, or did they pocket a lot of that? Because I don't trust Democrats for as far as I can throw one.
All right. Well, it is what it is. Whatever.
Yeah, $1 billion. What was she? She had what 107 days politicking.
Something like that.
So she spent $1 billion. What did Trump spend? Do you have any idea what Trump
No,
spent?
I have no idea what John spent.
I mean, if he spent $1 billion in 4 years,
But that
she
was the
spent a
both of
billion, right?
his own money plus, of course,
Right, a
Elon.
lot of his money. But I'm just saying, if they let's just say they both equally spent, uh, he's he's kicking out that money for these years he's been politicking, and she kicks out $1 billion in 107 days. Do you actually think 107 was spent, or do you think a lot of that money was pocketed and shipped out somewhere? Secret overseas accounts. You know,
Probably maybe
Democrats, they love to steal.
pocketed
Yeah,
and sent out somewhere. Probably. You
yeah.
know, I mean, you fucking never know. So, um, to me, I think that I,
What?
I think, yeah, Melissa, you're right. Secret bank account, offshore, no taxes. Yeah, yeah, they would do it. They would do something like that.
You know they're going to lose the election. They probably
Nassau,
knew they're going to lose the
the
election,
Virgin
so you
Islands.
you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
buffer up
yeah,
a
yeah.
nice fat bank account for you to retire off somewhere.
Right, right. Well,
Do you actually think Nancy Pelosi could live in them mansions off her salary,
no.
or does she live off insider trading? You know how Democrats are. Actually, it's all politicians. They're getting insider trading. They're making buku dollars off of that. People giving them money. It's just money coming out of all different directions. They're stashing money.
Of course they are. Of course they are. Um, but hold on, just a second. Let me pull something up.
What you got?
All right, so some of the posts that I'm seeing, like on TikTok and like on Facebook and all that, people are posting these hats and they're saying make America great again. The Bible predicted, that Christians would follow a false prophet and that they would never
Oh Lord, here we
they
go with.
would wear his mark on their foreheads, Revelations 13:16 through 17.
And so they're thinking
Well,
of MAGA
but
hat.
see, the thing is, but the fucking thing is that I didn't think that Democrats believed in religion. I didn't
I
think that they
know.
prayed for anything, and all of a sudden they're bringing up biblical, all the all the biblical freaking.
Can you say false prophets?
Oh my god, and it's
It
ridiculous.
shows how satanic they are.
You know, I mean, but that but
Do you know?
that's
Do
what
you,
they're saying.
do you know that Satan knows every word of the Bible, right?
Oh yeah, Satan knows
So there
every
you
word
go.
of the Bible, and we don't mean to get into we're already in
Politics,
politics.
religion.
We're a religion. We're in religion right now, and I'm sorry if nobody believes in religion or whatever, but I'm a believer, and I was raised to be a believer. I will always be a believer. And when I had, and I'm going to get into something personal. When I had my heart attack back in 2017 and everything, and of course they put me under where I uh, went into surgery and had to have the 3 stents in, my lead artery, which is of course the widowmaker. Um, the thing is that I know what I saw. I know what I freaking saw. And the doctor had told me that
Know
if I
what
was
before it
not
came.
there 5 minutes earlier, or if I was there 5 minutes late, I wouldn't be around. But when I went under, I know what I saw. And of course, people are saying, no, it's the drugs, it's the drugs, it's the bullshit. Wasn't the drugs. I was in this big white dome, this big white dome, and it was peaceful. Just nobody around. I didn't think of anything. I didn't think of my kids. I didn't think of nothing, nothing, and it was so damn relaxing. And faintly, you can hear music, faint. It was very, very faint. And on the other side was my mother. And everybody the people that know me know that my mother, passed away in 2001, and of course, it still affects me. Her 24th, hold on, let me think. Her 24th, what is this? 2024.
Mm-hmm. 23.
Her 23, her 23-year anniversary of her passing away is on Monday. And I always think of those days when she passed away on November 11th, when dad passed away on February 5th, their birthdays, their anniversary, and all that. Anyway, back to my story. The thing is that when I went in, I saw my mom, and it was great to see my mother. She looked so freaking good, and she looked so healthy.
What I dated
I would have kicked your ass if you would have dated my mom.
her.
I,
Well, you're saying
I'd
she look.
slap you in the face,
You're
dude.
saying she looking good.
Well,
So
actually, as of right now, she would. Actually, if she was here right now, she would be 84. But
that's a little old for
and
me.
she passed. Yeah, and she passed away. She passed away at 61. So and that's a young age. I'm
Oh,
57.
that puts her close to my
I'm
age.
getting close to her age. I'm getting
Yeah,
close to my dad's age when he passed away at 63
I'll put you
in
in the freezer.
2005.
I'll just stuff you in the freezer. Don't
Not
worry.
2005, recently. So anyway, the thing is this is that when I saw mom, I had a big comforting feeling. All right, there's my mom. I want to walk to her. Yeah, I started walking to her. And every time that me and my sister Rachel would get into, we would get in trouble, mom would put her finger up and wave it back and forth, saying that, you know what, you don't quit, you're going to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go outside, you're going to go get a switch, and I'm going to use it on you. Or I can use your dad's belt, or I can use the wooden broomstick, whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, as I got closer to mom and everything, it was it was weird. It was comforting. It was nice. She didn't say a word to me. And I remember
She's wagging her
saying,
finger at you.
Mom,
It's not your time.
Mom. And I put my arms out, Mom. And I tried to walk to her, and I couldn't walk to her. And I would have loved to spend 2 seconds with mom and just tell her, Mom, I love you. Kiss her on the forehead like I did when she was in the hospital. But I couldn't get closer to her. I said, Mom, and I put my hand out and I said, I want to come with you. Mom put her finger up, waved it back and forth, kind of shook her head no,
It's just her saying it wasn't your time yet.
kind of shook her head, said no. And as soon as she freaking, freaking fucking just pointed at me, bam, I woke up. I woke up in the middle of surgery. I woke up in the middle of them putting a stent into my artery. And the cardiologist, Dr. Roston, says, Hey, you're awake. Here's your blockage right here. And one of the things that I remember from that moment was that, oh man, that's blocked. That's pretty fucked up. And then I was out again. And that was it. I remember seeing that, but the cardiologist said, if you had seen your mom and your dad, yeah, you would have been in trouble. But you only saw your mother, you know? And I tell that story, and I told that story to a friend, uh, Mark, that has had, you know, 2 heart attacks and all that. And part of kind of like a pact, that we work together, me and Alan Hill and Mark Ricino and all that. And Mark said when we sat at the table at Allen's in Venus or Alvarado, Mark said that he saw the same thing. Some,
Indeed,
yeah, and some people say, "Well, I just saw darkness."
that's
Okay,
not good.
okay. Well, if you saw darkness, all right, sorry, but I saw what I saw. I believe what I believe. I believe that there's the other side, and I was raised that way. And if someone's in here that I know very, 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 very close, that she knows that I believe too, and she knew mom and dad personally. So anyway, God, my mouth is getting dry now.
Who we all
Go
got in
ahead.
here?
I don't know. So so anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I lost train of thought. But oh yeah, religion. But I know that I don't live. I know that I don't live a Christian life. I know that I am a Christian. I know where I'm going to go when it's my time. I know who I'm going to see, and I'm going to be thrilled to see him again and see him healthy and see him just not the way that they were when they died. You know what I'm saying? You get it? Okay.
I heard a wonderful story about the about God, and this had to do with a group of guys in an airplane, and the pilot passed out, and they were scrambling. They finally got a hold of somebody in traffic control, and he goes, "Just listen to my voice. Just follow and do what my voice tells you. You know, you can't see me. You know, you can't touch me. You can't nothing, but you can hear my voice. Just follow the voice."
Right.
You know, and it was the traffic controller leading them down to a safe landing. But it the uh, the thing was basically like, you know, God, you can't see him, but you hear his voice. Follow the voice, and it was a very good story. I really enjoyed it. I heard that today.
Oh yeah. Hello, Vicky. See, Vicky. See, Vicky. Vicky knew mom and dad. You know.
Mm.
Um. So I and she can probably text. Yes, I did. Yeah, I knew your mom and dad and everything. And I don't know if Vicky heard my story about seeing mother on the other side or anything like that. Do I believe that mom and dad? And I don't mean to be the you know talking a lot. Sorry,
No, it's good.
but I believe that mom and dad is my guardian angels because I survived Tampa. I survived what I went through Tampa, and the people that I worked with out there never knew what I went through in Tampa. And some people here doesn't even know what I went through. And
Was that the that night you ate a lot of broccoli?
what?
Never mind.
Broccoli,
Must be another story.
broccoli,
Yeah, the broccoli incident in Tampa. Never
broccoli
mind.
incident and
Never
top
mind. Don't worry about it.
broccoli.
Too much broccoli can lead to a large explosion.
Oh,
I
no
just,
shit.
I
I
just,
know.
I didn't
I
know if it
know.
was,
I know
I
that.
didn't know if that was the right Tampa story or if it's another Tampa story.
No, the Tampa story was when I used to go out to the beach and sit on the beach.
Oh,
And
that one. No, that's not the broccoli. Never mind.
no, that's not the broccoli story. I used to eat like big ass grouper sandwich, have a beer and smoke some weed, you know. So yes, when I worked at Six Flags, that was 50 years ago, 40 years ago. But yes, when I was at Southwest, in order to relax, I had to have something to relax me because working there was so freaking stressful, and it was such bullshit. And what they're going through now is bullshit. You know, you got a bunch of greedy corporations out there. But anyway,
They don't care
we
about
can
the
get back to
people.
that. Uh, oh, you heard part of it, Vicky? Yeah. Um, so I mean, I can tell you more, later if you want to know.
Ask him about the broccoli incident.
No, that was Molly. That was Molly, my daughter,
Where you
and
blew yourself clean off the commode.
no, 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 no. That was Molly
Oh, never mind then.
when
Don't.
she was a baby, and her dumbass mom. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. Her mom fed her a whole can of green beans. I mean, why would you feed a 18-month-old or a 2-year-old a whole can of green beans when you know all they're going to do is just shit it out and change, and you're going to end up changing 7 or 8 diapers.
Love them guacamole diapers.
The guacamole, it was definitely guacamole. Um, but you know, anyway, another thing that in uh, what you call it, on social media is ban Viagra. Impotence is God's will. What the fuck ever? No, it's not. God, you having a kid, to me, you having a kid and you're having it while you're like, with another person, with being married or adopting or whatever. It's a gift. To me, it's a gift. It's a gift from God.
Well, the thing I've been seeing today is a lot of the Democrats, these feminazis, are all freaking out that they're not going to be allowed to have their abortions. I mean, they don't have
Right.
and see, abortion what I always is a lack of responsibility, taking care of birth control, or if you don't want kids at all, go get fixed. But you're out there having one night stands with people, and you get knocked up, and you get pregnant. Now you want to kill a child because of your irresponsibility. So that's I've been seeing a lot. I mean, this was a lot of females today. Just they're bitching and crying about how they're not going to be allowed to have their abortions no more.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of people. Well, I, I got, I got, I got shit on some people. I really, truly do. And there's been times where they have pissed me off so much, dude, that I could have brought it all out, but that's not me. And I've taken one particular person to a clinic to have it done before, of course, they passed this, and or Texas passed the abortion law or whatever. And I've taken the person to the clinic not one, but 2 times, and this person knew that I was totally against abortion. Now, hear me, hear me. The thing is that with abortion, and I'm going to say it again, just like I said it on Tuesday, abortion, if you're sexually assaulted, incest, or if you become pregnant with your husband or with your boyfriend or whatever, and it causes health problems, then I think that it should be exempt from the law, from the Texas law, where the doctors can perform emergency surgery to save the life of the mother.
Well, I'm just not going to even comment on it. So
That's what I believe. Any other reason, if you're out, and sorry, ladies, uh, no disrespect, what I'm about to say, no disrespect, and most of y'all that are watching, y'all know that I respect y'all. Vicky, Melissa, uh, yeah, the North Carolina Melissa, uh, Dana, whoever else, if you're out and you're spreading your legs and you get pregnant, then in my opinion only, you need to carry that kid for 9 months and have them adopted at the end.
made the choice. You made that choice to open up them. You should
Yes,
take the
that's what I
responsibility.
believe. But however, let's go back to health reasons. If it's incest, sexual assault, health problems, it's like a tubal. If you have a tubal pregnancy, if you have, if the baby is causing issues, you know, to your own personal health or anything like that, then I think that that should be exempt and does not have to go to court for a judge to approve it and then go to Abbott's desk and for him to approve it. Now, I don't know if it works that way or not, but I think that it should be that way. And of course, if I ran for governor, which is very, 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 very slim, if I ran for governor, I would immediately change that to I got it, that if it's causing health problems for the mother, again, sexual assault, incest, a 10-year-old. And I heard about this the other day from someone, and if it's an uncle that's getting a 10-year-old pregnant by sexual assault, then yeah, terminate it because God knows that that 10-year-old doesn't need that kid. You know what I'm
And that
saying?
uncle needs to be in a prison.
And then that uncle needs to be castrated, his dick cut off, and fucking take it to prison,
Mm.
or just send him to prison and let the prisoners handle the people that sexually assault little girls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know.
So, anyway, hello, Molly. Hello, Molly. Hi, Molly. Love you, Molly. Um, so okay, let's go with the comments here. Let's go with the comments. Melissa said abortion isn't birth control. Of course, it's not.
That's right.
And I believe Melissa. Molly, um, Molly says, I mean, if you're fucking around, uh, ain't got shit to do with us. Need to deliver the baby. So so my daughter basically believes in what I believe in,
Yeah.
and thank you, Molly, for backing me up. I really appreciate that. Melissa, uh, North Carolina, Melissa says that a man should be more willing to wrap his shit up. Also, instead of trying to put the guilt trip on the female, saying that it doesn't feel right.
Well,
Okay,
there is times when birth control ain't 100%. Birth control just ain't 100%. So
yeah,
if you're gonna have sex, you better take that into effect also.
that's true. Uh, and then Molly, of course, comes back. No glove, no love. Um, I don't really want to know that from my daughter, but
What you say?
whatever. No glove, no love. I really don't want to know that from my daughter. But she's 30 years old. She's going to do what she wants to do when she wants to do it, and everything. I just don't want to know about it. But and then of course Vicky comes back and she says, but what makes her mad, what makes her mad was when people get food stamps and the shit and oh, hold on, let me see that. Yeah, and the shit more kids they have.
Oh yeah, that's a Democrat policy where they try to divide it up the family and
Exactly.
kick the
And
father out.
I believe that. And it's like, okay, well, if I can go out and go have another well, I can't have kids, but I'm just saying that if I got another girl pregnant or whatever, we're just like, hey, want to have another kid? Or you want to have a kid?
Why not? It's another
Let's
fifteen
use them
hundred
as a
bucks.
tax write off and get free food stamps. You can't do that. I mean, most people. That's what most people do. You know, so it's I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. And most people, they take advantage. They they take advantage. My camera went off. Hold on, y'all. Hold on just a second. Let me get this back on. Um, are we frozen? Looks like we are. Looks like we are frozen. The USB is working. Hold on, y'all. Just a second. Just a second. Give me a minute. I'm trying to get this to work. Son of a bitch. There it is. Okay. So I don't know. You know,
I'm kind of cut. I'm do we have anybody in Europe or anywhere over there? Is anybody on from Europe or overseas?
Okay, so while he asked that, and everybody's coming up, uh, Melissa says back in the day, it was $1,000 food stamps per child, and I never really experienced the help from the government because of the fact that um, I think it's me.
Are you hitting something over there?
Yeah, probably. I just keep my elbows to myself. um, I never had to ask for help from the government, you know. But since the retirement of Southwest, and since I'm making a very lower wage, and the stuff that I'm going through, um, to me, I feel like that I've done my time. 35 years of that, done my time, and I think it's time for me to be able to not. I don't want to say collect, but it's time for me to ask for help.
Well, yeah, because when you retire, I mean, how many years do you actually get when you retire and before you die? It's a very short time, and all the money that you've collected up into there goes to the government. Well,
Right, right, right.
you may not live long enough to even collect some of your retirement.
I
So,
and Bobby, I've known people that retired, and 3 weeks later they're dead.
yeah,
You know,
so
I've been to so many
and the
funerals in the
government
last
takes
four
that money.
years, and I've been to so many funerals the last 4 years that I mean, I've literally have known 14 to or 13 to 14 people that I used to work with back in the day that they would work and work and work and work and work and work and try to put their kids through college, try to do this, try to do that. Hey, I'm going to live a good life as in retirement and all that. And bam, 3 weeks later, they're gone. They don't get to enjoy it. And all they do is just leave their money, of course, to their kids, to their spouse, whatever. Um, let's see, where am I at? Vicky, yeah, Vicky, Vicky said I was denied during my divorce because I was what? Oh, you're $50 over income, which is bullshit. I think that I think that whatever. I yeah, I agree with you. It's bullshit. Uh, and then Dana Economics says, so the economics of you explained are only 3% of the cases. All others, what use is for birth control. But if I were given any, can you read that?
No,
I can't read it either. But if I were given any, sucks getting old, doesn't
I
it?
mean, if the women don't want no kids, why don't they just go down and get fixed,
Yeah.
or
If I
just or find a boyfriend who's already fixed?
right, but Dana said if I were given any situations that I mentioned, I would never have an abortion that that's me because a child can be adopted or can just meet my savior when I died. And I agree.
You know, there's a
I
lot of
agree with
people out
Dana.
there
I really do.
willing to adopt. There's a lot of people out there looking
Oh
for
hell
kids to
yeah,
adopt.
hell yeah. There's people willing to
Instead
adopt.
of killing that kid, have the kid and adopt it out. Some people even pay large amounts of money.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to adopt. I mean, I got my eye on this 23-year-old Korean girl, so that'd be great. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, y'all can laugh about that. Okay, this is a joke.
I seen her. He was dating her the other day. This
No,
is
I
a
ain't no, no.
You're too old. You ain't had nothing even pop up to help.
No
Come
shit. Especially after the fucking heart attack and all the medication I'm taking.
Yeah.
Shit, man, might as well just cut that motherfucker
You
off.
got to use two popsicle sticks and a band aid.
Yeah, I should just go ahead and cut that motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, But yeah, that's that's my view on abortion. And also the other day, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to my thread on Facebook. Someone who I thought was a friend and doesn't live in the states is concerned of what's happening in the states, and it's my turn to come back at you, and you know who you are, and I will, and I hope you're hearing it, is that you need to worry about what's going on where you're at. Don't worry about what's going on in the States because if you're there and we're all here,
He's just a troll.
fuck
That
it.
just makes him a troll.
But she knows how I feel about my mother, how I feel about my daughter. We had a talk about this, but yet she comes after me on Facebook and telling me we are not friends. Okay, I thought we were
Well,
because
if you're not,
we,
just block her.
because we
Block her.
because hell no, I'm not going to block her. I
Hell yeah.
want her to come back at me,
Oh shit, no, I
but she
block her.
hasn't. But she hasn't came back at me because there's been other people that has taken up for me and what I said.
I've already blocked one of the guys I
You
went to
know,
high school with that I thought was a friend, but he's a full blown radical Democrat, and I done blocked his ass, and I'm not dealing with. I ain't gonna have people like that in my life.
well, the thing is that I don't block anybody.
I
I,
do.
I, I I'm a fair guy. Vicky knows it. Dana knows it. Melissa knows it. North Carolina Melissa knows it. I'm a fair guy. Molly knows it.
See, I
You
already went
know
out
it.
there and told everybody if they all know my stance, and if you're a Democrat, I already warned them. If you're a Democrat, block me off because I don't want nothing to do with you. So some of these people are finally coming out of the woodwork. They've been kind of like hiding. They're like secret Democrats,
Right.
and they come out and spew this crap, and they all got their ass butt hurt because Trump won, and now they're kind of sneaking out of the woodwork and little. Yeah, I done had to block
Right.
person I've
Right.
known since high school to the other yesterday.
Yeah. But see, dude, I'm a fair guy. Even if I mean, the thing is that even if I had, and I'm going to say his name, and you don't say nothing about him because you've been arguing with him on my thread because he's a friend. Chad Ford.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. So Chad knows that I respect his opinions. And I feel like that Chad respects my opinions.
Oh,
We go
Chad.
back and forth. We go back and forth. It's just like the other day when I got on when I okay when I got on the TikTok and I said, "You all right?" Okay. I got on the TikTok and I said, "Hey, Chad, what's going on?" He goes, "Oh God, you're on fucking TikTok too," and he starts laughing. And the thing is this, is that you could still be friends, but and have total political differences, but just don't talk about politics. I have someone that I talk to that I work with sometimes and everything, and I never talk politics to him. He knows what my opinions are. He knows I'm conservative. I know that he's a Democrat and everything, and I never talk politics with him, and it's safe. It's safe that way, and it's just, I mean, I don't know, you know. Anyway, I won't get to the comments. Excuse me. Sorry, I've been drinking from my flask. Yeah, it's tequila. But anyway, maybe that's what's getting me going. Maybe I should be doing this every time that we get on podcast. What do y'all think? I don't know. Anyway, I want to get on the what's it call it? Okay, Melissa, North Carolina Melissa says what is sad is that a lot of this political stuff is taken way too seriously because it should not be breaking up. It should not be breaking up friendship, family, neighborhood, any of that. That's what I mean by taking too seriously. Well, of course. Nothing should be taken. I mean, none of this should be taken too seriously.
That's why
Oops,
Democrats are called radicals.
did I lose
They
everything?
don't understand how to control themselves and talk and speak, act civilly.
Right, right. So to me, I know I've been doing a lot of talking tonight, and I very rarely do that.
You're always talking.
No, I'm saying
You
that you.
never shut up.
No,
Keep going.
I'm saying that you and Les normally do
Yeah,
all the
keep
talking,
going.
and
I'm just throwing in
I don't
shit when
talk.
I see it.
No, just say your part too.
I am.
All right, say your part too. You got a part?
Not right now.
Okay.
I'll always speak my shit when I have something come up.
Hey, yeah, I know you do. But anyway, um, I think that yeah, I moved it. That was my fault. I think that the division, um, there it is. I think the division started with Obama. That's my. I mean, people could probably, fucking, disagree with me on that. That's okay. I'm fine with it. Disagree with me. I'm all right. You know, but I do believe that it started with Obama and and all that. Where's my damn camera? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my camera. There it is. Okay, so I think that it all started with Obama and everything. It's kind of like the Bush administration. Uh, George ran uh, ran his first term of presidency. He ran it the second term that he served. Fucking stupid ass, you know, um, Cheney read it or ran it. And I believe that's why that we went into a recession in 2008 and 2009. That bad is because Cheney was fucking running it. And to me, Cheney is a piece of shit, just like Liz is. And you know that I, I I just believe that. You know,
Democrats are always hateful. They just want power. That's all they
but they were
want.
Republicans. You know,
And now they got hold of the media and they use the divide and conquer system. Use that media. They try to turn blacks against the whites against black, Mexicans against everybody, Asians. They divide everybody, trying to get us infighting, and then they come back and just pick up the pieces and say, "Oh, we're the peacemakers. We're this. We're that. Vote for us. We want power."
yeah.
It ain't nothing. It ain't. And what have they done to help anybody in the last 60 years? Tell me anything they've done to help anybody. Nothing. The economy's usually shitty every time they get in. People selling their SUVs because they can't afford gas and they're Democrat. Now this economy's so bad we can't afford gas, groceries, taxes, all this shit's going down. That's why they lost the election this time because the economy once again is bad.
But they say that the economy is really great.
Now what
Well,
they'll
it's
tell
not
you,
because the thing is that Bobby they were more voting on on women equality or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the abortion thing. You know, of course, women's rights and everything. I believe in women's rights. I
what
believe everybody's rights.
what
But the women
Democrats
rights were passed, of course, in the '60s. So yeah,
what Democrats are going to tell you, what Democrats are going to tell you, the economy is shitty this year. I mean, this 4 years is because Trump was president the last 4 years. Now, when Trump turns around the economy the next 4 years, they're going to say this is because Biden was in office this time, and the next 4 years is because Biden's economy. That is such bullshit. Don't ever be deceived with that shit.
right. Right. And the thing I was talking about earlier, what MAGA parents are teaching their children, mocking the disabled is cool. Hey, you know what? I have a disabled cousin. He's up in Baltimore.
What
He's
MAGA what
he
MAGA teaches their kids that?
he, he you know, I mean, he's up there. I mean, with the line of work that I'm in, and I see a disabled person, you think I'm going to treat him like shit? But no, I'm not. You know,
Would
I'm
you
not
just
going to
say
treat.
that MAGA parents were teaching their kids that?
Yeah, mocking the Mocking the disabled is cool.
Where? Where is this at?
Where where do you see it?
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
The only hate and
I don't
racism I
know.
see is from Democrats.
I mean, but does North Carolina Melissa see it? Or yeah, I'm going to start calling you Miss North Carolina Melissa. So does Miss North Carolina see it, or does Vicky see it, or does Dana see it, or anyone else that's out there that's listening or watching see it? Do they see it? You
I
know,
have seen videos where people were bringing Democrats into MAGA rallies, and they were terrified at first, but they leave. And they thought, these are some of the nicest people I've been around, a lot nicer than the Democrats I hang around.
of
So,
course,
what is all that about?
yeah,
Yeah, they don't say that much of that.
right, right. Uh, and then with my line of work, I had someone come in the store yesterday with my line of work, and I stood there, and there was this guy with shortness of breath, and I walked up to him. I'm conservative, and apparently to this person that I'm mocking disabled, I walk up to the person and I say, "Hey, dude, you all right? You're breathing kind of heavy. You're sweating. You know? No, I'm okay, man. I'm all right. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be watching you. You know? I know the symptoms. I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I mean, he walks 2 feet and then he has to stop and take a breath again. You know? And I'm going, and I walk up to him and say, "Hey, seriously, dude, are you okay? Are you feeling any pain in your chest? You're red, you're sweating, you're fucking shaking." No, I just need to go to the bathroom. I said, "All right, we'll go to the bathroom
He
because
had
you
the
know what?"
broccoli.
I said, "You know what, buddy? I'm gonna time you when you're in the freaking bathroom. All right? If you don't come out in 5 minutes, then you know I'm gonna do something about it and I'm gonna call you a mess." Well, he came out with three. I'm a conservative, but I don't give a shit. Whatever, what the fuck ever. Okay, now, never apologize. We never apologize for anything.
Not to a Democrat.
We never apologize for anything. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, North Carolina, Melissa, Vicky, and Dana, and other people know, whoever's on here, and you know that I apologize to people. I apologize to y'all when I know I'm fucking wrong.
Do you expect to hear an apology from any Democrat if Trump turns the economy around and everything going really good? Do you expect to hear any apologies for what they've talked about and all the things they've said about him?
You never hear apologies from the other side. You never do.
Right, it's one sided. It's their side or no side.
Okay, and another thing is that never admit you are wrong. That goes back to apologizing. Okay, you know what, dude? I was wrong. I've said that to you so many freaking times that you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong, but no problem. You know, and I'm the first person to identify that I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I've done that. I've said it to people. I've said it to some of the people that's on that's watching right now. All right, Miss North Carolina. No, the other group takes credit for his work last time. Oh, of course they do. So, and I agree with you. All right. So another one is name calling is cool.
Yeah, I just
Name
I
calling,
just
really?
went through 5 hours of listening to Democrats mock, name call, racist, bigoted comments against all Republicans and conservatives across this country.
Right.
That's their full blown TikTok show is all about that.
Now, don't forget, this is what we're teaching our children. This is what the millennials and half of the Gen Zs are teaching their children when they're conservatives.
They're really pissed off. Another thing that pisses them off is that we refuse to acknowledge their gayness or their whatever a trans thing is. I don't know what trans is. It don't even exist. But if you refuse to acknowledge that,
Right.
you're a racist
Right.
bigot.
Agree, Dana. I agree. I agree 100%. You know I do. And what I said was, hold on, let me look. They accuse everything they are guilty of because they are projecting.
They're projecting their hate on you
They're a bunch of
with their
narcissistic people,
exactly right.
and they are. And oh, don't even get me started on narcissism. Oh, I can fucking blast someone so freaking bad right now. Oh, Jesus Christ! I mean, and some of y'all probably know who it is. And if that person walked up to me right now, I would literally punch them in the right freaking in the face.
But you need to get on a ladder
But that's my conservative side. What? Get on the ladder? I wouldn't need a ladder. Believe me, I would not need a ladder.
so it's a 5-year-old kid then.
It's not a 5-year-old kid.
All right, so he's another
It's a
short person,
45-year-old young man.
another B person like you.
Okay. What? I'm not narcissism
I didn't
or
say you was.
narcissist.
I just said you were short.
Oh, I'm short. Yeah, I'm short.
You're gonna punch in the face. I'm assuming it's either a ladder or you're the same size person.
Man, man, you know what? I would jump up and punch him in the fucking
You're like one
face.
of them spider monkeys.
Yeah, I'll roundhouse kick that motherfucker. I would. And I'm sorry to use those kind of words,
I'd like to see it at
Dana.
his age.
See it at 57. Yeah, and I'll pull my groin. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God dang. So, anyway, um,
I'm curious. I'm still waiting. I'm still, I haven't heard anything out of Europe, other countries about their take on Trump coming into office, what
right,
they're experiencing over there, and how they think of things are going to be.
right. Okay, so Miss North Carolina abortion. If you're gay, you're gay. Good for you. Just don't ask me to be that way.
No, gays. I mean, these queers and
Hey,
the
women on
Democrat
women is kind of
Party are
hot,
they just want to force it upon you. And if you don't accept their way of life, then you're a racist bigot again.
Do you hear what I just?
No.
I said, female and female is kind of hot. Yeah.
Who?
Female, female and female is kind of hot. Well, that's
I don't want to see it. I don't care.
and I'm pretty sure a couple of them will come back. So that's every man's fucking dream, you know.
No, no, not me. I'm old
Bullshit,
school.
bullshit,
No, I don't care
bullshit,
for it.
bullshit.
I
Okay,
don't care for it. I don't
all
care
right,
what
all
you say.
right, okay, man. All right, okay, all right, okay. So the next one is see, science stupid.
Oh yeah, I heard some science crap
Hmm.
today. They're trying to jam science down your neck.
Right,
That ain't gonna work either.
right. True, true.
I wonder how they think if I was to shove my moral values down
They
their
wouldn't
throat.
believe you.
Oh shit, we'd have a full blown war.
They wouldn't fucking believe you, man.
No.
Uh, next one is empathy is for losers. Empathy is for losers.
Sorry, Democrat.
God dang, man, where are they getting this shit from? You know, I mean, it's stupid. Let's see. Be afraid of anyone that's not white.
I thought they wanted you to be afraid of all the whites. They're always preaching how there's too many whites.
Yeah, always be afraid of some. Always be afraid of
Are
anyone not
you
white.
looking at some kind of Democrat party list?
Oh fuck yeah, I am. Sorry, Dana. But yeah,
Shit,
I am.
that's your problem right
Okay, so
there.
no,
Democrats and
this
their
is what
opinions
this is
are as
what I wanted to
worthless as
talk.
they
This
are.
is what I wanted to talk about tonight because it's so freaking ignorant,
You letting it get you all wrapped up too much.
dude. I'm telling you, this is totally the opposite of what I taught my kids. You know?
Yeah, well, I don't go down that. I just don't go down that way, man. The ignorance, you just don't go down that road.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Ignorance is a one-way street. You may not ever come back out of it.
Right?
So just don't go down that way.
You never know. You might hear, the person that I'm off of. You might hear this. I don't know. Next thing is that, hey, guess what, y'all? Cheating is acceptable.
Uh, that's your opinion and your one and only opinion. My,
Cheating is acceptable.
my
With the
opinion is
conservatives,
no, and I cancel out yours.
cheating is acceptable.
And that's why they get all knocked up and got to have abortions all the time.
Cheating is acceptable.
Nah, you got to say no. don't
It's
don't
like what it's right. It's like what Nancy Reagan said. Just say no.
just say no. And if they want to argue about it till they just fucking pass out with no air.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm not gonna give up and just click off and go away. I'm gonna argue on them if it takes me all fucking day and night until they give up and go away. I'm gonna be the last man standing on that argument.
Well, yeah, yeah. All right. So, does anybody have anything to say that with conservatives, cheating is acceptable? I'm sure there's one person up there, but and she's probably topping. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, the next one, bullying is good.
Only if we're bullying Democrats.
Bullying is good.
I'm all for watching get their
Are
shit
you
beat out of them
freaking kidding me?
on the school playground.
Bullying is good. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of everyone. They won't ever talk shit to your face because they are cowards. They talk big on me.
And then, Melissa, North Carolina, Melissa says, the hell it is. So, and then Dana, those are all narcissistic behaviors, though. Yeah, you're recognizing that. The parents are going to be the loving, happy-go-lucky people we are. Miss North Carolina is saying bullying is good in their eyes until someone that they like, they love, that is close to them, and gets bullied on their hold on them, and then the tables will turn. Really? Are we frozen? Hey, y'all, let us know if we're frozen. Uh oh.
Just lose.
Yeah, where's anything? Uh oh. Hold on.